blue news. Oh, yeah. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Yes, we're still here, but baby, the numbers just shifted gear. Black women been working, holding it down. Now unemployment's climbing, wearing the crown. From pandemic highs, we fought our way back. 2023 looked good, 4.2% on track. But blink twice, child, and here we go. 6.3% now, that's a hard blow. Public sector cuts swinging like a bat. Education, health, housing, jobs gone just like that. 266,000 in 1 month, stable careers now dust and bone. Corporate America pulled DEI too. Those diversity roles, they now through. And when black women lose, it's a longer fight. 6 months jobless on average, that ain't right. Hospitality, retail, first hit in a slide. Even small slowdowns cut deep and wide. And 300,000, they just walked away. Childcare, caregiving, no choice, couldn't stay. But here's the truth. The headlines won't say, when black women hurt, the economy pays. They're the breadwinners, the backbone, the key. If they're not working, we all can't be free. Luke. From 4 to 6, the climb was quick. White women's rate just half that trick. Layoffs hit where black women stay. DEI jobs all stripped away. 266,000 gone in a blink. 300K out, childcare the link. Jobless the longest 6 months or more. If they hurt, the whole economy so. This is the blues news. Anything can happen in a day. Hey. Well, we'll do it again, same time, same place, and we'll do it the Sandra Show way. This has been the blues. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sis. Well, all right, y'all. We need everybody to create your energy. Make some noise, because it's time to start the Sandra Show!
Hey, bang. Listen, hello everyone, and welcome to the Sandra Show. I need y'all to go ahead and make some noise for this amazing band over here for the culture. Guys,
Hey.
it's great to see you.
It's great to see you.
On a Monday.
Working in the workforce.
Yes, we are in the workforce.
your
We are
job.
not unemployed. Listen, guys, let's talk about the blues news we just sang, because this is crazy. So you heard about it in blues news, but listen, black women's unemployment has literally jumped from a record low of 4.2% in 2023 to 6.3% in 2025. After public sector layoffs, corporate DEI rollbacks, and caregiving pressures pushed hundreds of thousands out of work. Economists warn the spike is a red flag for the entire United States economy, as black women are among the most active. I just want to say that one more
Say it
time.
again.
If y'all was busy and you didn't hear that part, black women are among the most active in the labor force, and our employment trends often signal broader downturns. So I want to know what y'all think, and I want to know what they think. Fellas, what
Well-
you thinking?
Well,
Why-
among the most active in the labor force.
Yes.
That is crazy.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's
why
why
do
I
you
wasn't
think
aware
it's
of
so
that.
high all of a sudden?
Well, I mean, you have never shied away from sharing the story of how you were very active in the labor force, you know?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I couldn't say why,
It's
but
deep.
knowing
Well,
a few women who are active themselves with harder labor than some others. you
Yes.
know. So
Yeah, I mean, you know what I did growing up. So in today's administration, I think that we the people are saying that this rise is somewhat intentional because of the layoffs from Doge, from all of the different organizations that are trying to target Black women in the workforce. In DEI, but we all know that DEI, that Caucasian women benefit more than any of us ever could have. But I don't want to get into that right now. Anybody, can y'all help me, audience? Why is unemployment so high for Black women? Why are we targeted like that? Any input, please? Oh, yes, there's a microphone for you.
No,
please.
No,
No, they're like, please don't put me on the microphone.
Well, let me stick this in here.
Go ahead.
Maybe let me play devil's advocate. Maybe some women are choosing to stay home because they want to sue their baby daddies for it and just live
Or
off.
maybe they're becoming entrepreneurs.
Maybe.
So,
Social media,
yes.
you know.
Okay, so we have a guest who's going to talk to us about it. Please share with us your insight as to why we are here as Black women.
Well, one of my thoughts is this fear of Black intelligence from all sectors, from both men and women, but especially women, because there's a lot of sexism as well as the racism.
Yes.
And the one thing that really bothers people is an intelligent Black woman in control and in command of her destiny.
Let's go.
It's
I'm with
so
that.
true, and there's no way we can get away from it then, is it? What do we do to overcome and deal with these kind of challenges that are intentional and direct to us?
What we can continue to do is what we've been doing. Continue to fight and inspire the next generation and the next generation until eventually we'll break through and control our own destinies.
Thank you so much, sir. That's a great answer. Y'all give it up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Whew. So with all of that, y'all, we have such a deep discussion today speaking on whether or not men crave peace or do they crave power more? So I need y'all to get all comfy.
Yeah.
Grab your bubbly beverage.
Of course.
And let's get this show started. Let's get it started. Woo. So there's been a lot of discussion lately about whether men truly want peace or if what they're really chasing is power. For so many, it's almost nonstop. The chase, that is. The next deal, the next win, the next level, and it never seems to end. They say they're doing it for their family, but in the process, there's no real time with family. It's the grind, the status, the dominance. But is it ever enough? When is it enough to slow down, to breathe, to actually enjoy the peace they claim they're building? So here's the real question. Do men crave peace or do they crave power more? Joining me to help unpack this discussion is community advocate, Mr. Russel Drake. Woo, Mr. Drake! For joining us. Please have a seat, sir.
Thank you.
Every now and then, you're so serious all the time. I just need to be silly sometimes to bring out the silly side, right?
Yes.
So we're talking about the chase versus peace and power.
Yes.
Chase.
The chase.
Why must I be like that?
Why must I be like that? Why must I? Why? So the chase versus the peace. So many men stay in a constant grind,
Yes.
constantly working, chasing, providing, but never actually slowing down to enjoy the life that they've built or they're building. Why do you think some men are more comfortable in the chase than in the calm?
So many people don't have things when we come up, and I can speak for Black men in general. So many of us are only 1 to 2 generations away from poverty. And I'm talking about not slumming on the streets, but real life working poor in their families. So when you don't have as much and you don't see as much, you're in a constant chase. So you're seeking, you're grabbing. Many people didn't have inheritances passed down to them. Select few. People are getting to that point now But there's some people right now in August are still the first in their families to go to college.
Yes,
So
it's
there's
so true.
So you chase, you want something, you seek it.
So the chase never ends. Does it ever end? Or because of where you come from, or the majority of Black men, where they come from, trying to build up and, get on the next level, is it always that fear of maybe I'll wake up one day and it's all gone, so I just got to keep pushing, keep working, it's never enough?
I think you hit it on the head. We know so much can be taken away. So you're always in the
ask
chase.
Shannon
You're
Sharp.
always
I
in the
didn't say that.
pursuit.
Whoa. Oh,
And yeah, I mean, you can be here one day, down the next.
Yeah.
That part.
It goes down
Just
like that.
like that.
Just like that.
Just
in
like
an
that.
instant.
And it's not funny, the situation with the Shannon Sharp, but when you talk about that, because it's so in the forefront of our minds, because it just recently happened to him, you think about somebody who's about to get $100 million deal that's been working all of this time, and you lose it because of poor choices.
Yes.
So yes, you can have it today and then it's gone tomorrow.
Yes.
But we have to also consider that we are choosing this for ourselves. You may think that you're getting away with something, but what's done in the dark comes to the light, and you have to pay for it some kind of way. So I don't know if he's a really great example, but he is definitely one where it's like, oh my God, you had everything and then it just went away, because it can, based on choices. So, listen, I was about to go into this next question, but they're yelling at me. We got to go to commercial. Y'all, we're going to go pay some bills, and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. It's just getting good. Mr. Russel Drake on the couch. Woo, for the culture. Show. Y'all, I am sitting here with my guest, who is a community advocate, Mr. Russel Drake, and we're talking about peace versus power with a man. Now, we spoke about it briefly, and we talked about coming from poverty and just having to work so hard because you don't know where it's coming from next, or the possibility of not having consistency. But what if? What if you have money like an Elon Musk or a Robert Smith or all of the people who have so much, but they don't know how to stop? When is it enough for you to stop and enjoy the fruits of your labor?
I think for many people, it's never enough. See, when you get to certain levels, they keep seeking to go higher and higher, and unfortunately, it does leave them at points where they misdirect, make poor choices. They almost feel invincible and can fall off. But ultimately, when you look at that, you like to do things in a peaceful manner.
Yes.
But peace doesn't always yield power in many senses. To be honest, I mean, when I think of peace and power, I personally choose freedom. If I have freedom, then I can really utilize my power. Whether I have wealth or not, I can use my power and I can empower others. So liberation is what we should be seeking more than peace. In the long run, some will make us docile if all we want is peace, but we're still oppressed. So we should be seeking freedom, liberation.
Can you still be oppressed and have that much money with the people that I mentioned, like an Elon Musk or Robert F. Smith?
Yes.
People like that who have so much. Is it the drive or the passion for what you do that keeps you in the boardrooms and constantly running those deals? It's not about the money, it's just about what you love, and it just brings the money in?
Yeah, I think
So what about family? When does family come in, y'all? Because you have people who can literally work 12, 14-hour days and the family's not there, but the family can enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Unfortunately, a number of people who are attaining higher levels of power choose that power over their family.
They choose the power over
oh,
family.
yes, they
So
do.
it's not about the money, it's the power.
It's the power, and it's unfortunately there are sacrifices that are made, and sometimes in the long run, a family understands. Sometimes they don't. But I think it depends too on what maturity level somebody is. Both you and I are parents.
Yes.
And our children are adults to an extent.
At this point, yes.
And so our pursuit of power doesn't affect them as much. But if you have smaller children,
then it's
there's a bigger liability right there.
Yes.
So it depends on where people are when they're attaining this power. And with great power comes great responsibility.
It is true. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Absolutely. And so many people are irresponsible with their wielding these powers in many ways. So some of the wealthiest people in the world may make some bad decisions here and there, may make some bad investments and align themselves with some bad people politically and socially. There are other people who I just saw Bill Gates said he's committed to giving away all his fortune before he passes away. And please consider Afrotainment TV and Son Lewis Show.
Let's go. Let's go.
And it's a wonderful investment as well as
You're
Build
so
Black
kind.
Bailey.
Don't forget build back. Build back black. I love that.
We can all have, please.
So do you think some men hide behind providing for the family as a way to avoid facing the fact that they're absent from the family?
Some people do. Sadly, some people do. I can't say the majority of folks do, but some do. Some use that as an excuse. Some use it as a crutch. Some use it as a way to navigate in just, I would say, less favorable manners, right? I mean, not everybody's as integrable as you will hope. And society shows us, like you say, what happens in the dark comes to the light.
Yes.
And so, again, we could be on cloud 9 and we could be down the next day. People are still in the pursuit. We're in this situation where nobody admits when they're wrong. Nobody apologizes. Everybody feels like they got to be unapologetic.
I thought I was the only one that was seeing that. Get out of Dodge.
Oh, we see it.
Now, Mr. Russell, I want to go to the audience. We have our audience member who answered earlier who also wants to answer the same question.
Yes.
Do men crave peace or do they crave power more? Would you please tell us your name, sir, and then please answer the question.
Okay, yes. My name is Andre Berryhill. I'm from New York, here enjoying the show. I believe men do crave power over peace. They believe power is the path to peace, but all it does is leads to the pursuit of more power, more authority, more control, more dominance. And it's a never-ending cycle.
So then how do they ever get to that point where they are actually enjoying the fruits of their labor with the family, or it may never happen?
I think there may be small fragmented moments that they do enjoy that family time, but I think overall, they lose out so much.
They lose a lot.
Yes, it just, you lose out on birthdays and vacation trips and so many other things.
Yes.
Me personally, I did not want to sacrifice my pursuit of power for my family, so
So
I
you
chose
know
my
that was the
family.
next question. Have you found
Yes.
yourself in that same position and felt like, you know what? I don't want to be like this. I'm going to pivot.
Yes, there's been plenty of times when my daughter was in school, both of my daughters, if they had a school trip, I took off from work and went with them.
Did you really?
Yes,
That's
every
incredible.
time. Every time.
A lot of people don't have that, what they would call that privilege to be able
Yeah,
to take the time off.
Yeah, I was fortunate that I had that flexibility, but even if I didn't have the flexibility, I was going to just do it and suffer the consequences.
I love it.
And in some instances, there was some consequences I paid down the road, but to me, it was worth it because it's my family.
You know what? We're just going to give you a round of applause for that. Great answer. Thank you so much.
real
for your
man.
That's a real man, right? Come
yes.
on now. So tell us, Mr. Drake, are men really working for stability or are they working for validation, chasing the respect, applause, and recognition more than the actual peace?
I'd have to say the majority of people are looking for validation. And then they're looking for validation. They're looking to say, I've reached a certain level, a certain peak. And in doing that, sometimes it will make you unstable. To the folks who really appreciate themselves and know their own value, they're seeking more stability and they're empowering themselves. They've liberated themselves and they can continue to see, people think power is dominating people, and it's really not. Power is empowering, being able to empower others.
Other people.
There's so many people that can try to talk down to somebody, but they can't empower and uplift anybody else. So who's really got the power then?
Wow. That's a good question. So if a man looks back at his life and realizes he built wealth but missed his children growing up, do you think most men see that as a sacrifice worth making or as the biggest regret of their life?
I think they see it as the biggest regret because, I mean, wealth can come and go. You can't get back time. It never comes around twice, ever. So you miss opportunities. Children grow. I mean, from age 0 all the way to age 20, they're continually growing and formulating. And in those formative years, you miss moments.
Yes.
You can't get those precious moments back. So they may try to make up for it later in life.
But it doesn't.
It's not the same.
So tell me this. If I'm not mistaken, you have very successful parents. I'm sure that came with a price. Were they ever not there to a point where you were like, they took it as a sacrifice for you, but you just really needed them to be with you?
I think with my parents, they are both lawyers, practicing lawyers of 50 years. I'm even award-winning lawyers in
Yes,
Gary,
they
Indiana.
are.
And they had a great working marriage and family with 8 children, and they made time for everything.
Wow.
They were able to manage. We're before the internet and everything, so they
Right.
made lists and they wrote things down. I think what the greatest thing they did was they made sure all of us knew how to read. We read newspapers aloud to them.
Wow.
And we went to the library at least 3 days a week. So making sure we had the literacy empowered all the children across the board.
Wow, that's beautiful. So I have a question, if you wouldn't mind sharing with me and our audience.
Yes.
What is a thank you that you can think of that you may not have shared with your parents for all of the amazing connection and commitment, sacrifices, everything, and still making time to be there? What's a thank you that you think you could share with them?
I think the biggest thank you to my parents is set an example on how to be decent human beings. It's so easy to, I guess, be narcissistic and greedy and just be in the pursuit of power. Both my parents modeled being a good person. I'm not afraid to contribute and so to benevolent causes and always putting family first. So, I look at all of that as being a good person.
Yes.
I am because they are.
When
That's
they
a
say-
fact.
Yes. They say the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. I've never met your parents, but just from the work that you do in and out and around the community, we can tell that they instilled something in you that's life-changing for people who come in contact with you. So thank you for who you are, for the love and commitment and sacrifice they made so that you can be here and share with us the goodness of family and connection and the peace over the power.
Yes.
Thank you so much. To all of our viewers, thank y'all so much for joining us. We're going to say goodbye for now, but we'll be back tomorrow at 7 for The Culture. Get us out of here.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, now everybody, we out of here. But come on in, scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen, because we've got so much more exclusive content for you right here only on the Sandra Show. Thanks so much for tuning in, hanging out on the beautiful Camerosa set, and thanks for hanging with our amazing guests. So until next time, we'll be right here only on the Sandra